हेलो एवरीबॉडी। अब हम लोग मैक्सवेल इक्वेशन का सेकंड सेशन कर रहे हैं इन विच वी विल अप्लाई दैट मैक्सवेल इक्वेशन टू सम न्यूमेरिकल्स। इसमें सबसे पहला न्यूमेरिकल जो मैं कर रहा हूँ वो ये है कि देयर इज अ चार्ज डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन which is with the spherical symmetry and it is described by this equation which is saying that rho v equals to rho naught small r upon capital R. This is defined for the reason where small r is between capital R and 0 and otherwise it is 0 for greater than capital R. Okay. For this spherical distribution we have to determine E everywhere. Okay. आपको इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड निकालनी है इस चार्ज डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन के लिए, स्फेरिकल चार्ज डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन के लिए. ओके, इसको सॉल्व करते हैं. तो इसमें जो इक्वेशन अप्लाई होगी दैट इज मैक्सवेल फर्स्ट इक्वेशन व्हिच वी से गॉस लॉ ऑफ इलेक्ट्रोस्टैटिक. It simply says that the total flux coming out of any closed surface is equal to the charge enclosed, and mathematically it is given as surface integral d dot ds is equal to q enclosed, which is again equal to volume integral rho v dv. Okay, then this vector d can be replaced by epsilon naught vector e according to the Maxwell constitutive equation. Okay, and then further it is the same as above, d dot ds q enclosed, which is again equal to rho v dv, volume integral. Now for determining the electric field everywhere there will be two cases when small r is less than capital R, and the second case will be the small r is greater than capital R. Consider the first case where small r is less than capital R. Here the left hand side of this equation, that is surface integral d dot ds, can be written as, or epsilon naught e dot ds can be written as epsilon naught e r, and the for spherical symmetry the ds will be simply 4 pi r square. It will be simply 4 pi r square. Now we will calculate for this spherical symmetry the charge enclosed due to this charge density. Okay, the q enclosed will be simply the rho v dv. Now it is a spherical symmetry, तो इसके लिए जो डिफरेंशियल वॉल्यूम होगा वो सिंपली r square sin theta d theta d phi dr. This is d theta d phi dr. This is the differential volume for spherical coordinates. Okay, this is rho v. Okay, the limit for r is from 0 to r, as it is the case when r is lesser than capital R. Okay, it will be from 0 to r, up to which the Gaussian surface is made. Then theta will be varying from 0 to pi and phi will be varying from 0 to 2 pi. If we solve this, theta part and the phi part, sin theta and d phi part, if you integrate this, you will be getting the value 4 pi. Solving this theta d phi part, you will be getting 4 pi. Rest it is r square. Rho v is nothing but rho small r by capital R, which is substituted over here. Now this entire integration is done from 0 to small r. You will be getting rho naught pi r small r to the power 4 upon capital R, which is again equated to epsilon naught e r 4 pi r square. इसको अगर सॉल्व कर लेंगे तो यू विल बी गेटिंग द वेक्टर ई इज rho naught r square upon 4 epsilon naught capital R AR cap. AR cap इसलिए ले रहे हैं क्योंकि स्फेरिकल सिमेट्री है, तो जो फील्ड होगी वो रेडियली आउटवर्ड होगी, तो इट विल ऑलवेज AR cap. Okay, this was the case for when the small r was less than capital R. Now, for the second case, when small r is greater than capital R. Okay, in that case, the left hand side is again same as before. जैसे पहले था वैसे ही होगा. Epsilon naught ER 4 pi r square. Now the Q enclosed, the charge enclosed will be 0 to r. Sorry, rho v r square sin theta d theta d phi dr. Again, this is the differential volume. This part is differential volume. Okay, and in this case, the limit of r will be from 0 to r. It's okay. This can be again divided into two parts: 0 to capital R and r to small r. That is 0 to capital R and and if this is R, 0 to R and R to R. It is divided into two parts. 0 to R, we have the defined this charge density as rho naught small r by capital R, which is given over here, which is put it here, यहाँ रख दिया गया इसको. और इसके ऊपर के केस के लिए you have value 0. You simply put 0 over here. This particular part will give you 0, and this particular part will come to, यहाँ पर बस आपकी लिमिट चेंज हुई है, 0 से स्मॉल r की जगह पर यहाँ पर 0 से कैपिटल R हो गया. इसको सॉल्व करेंगे तो यू विल गेटिंग रो नॉट r क्यूब, दिस इज क्यूब, upon 4 epsilon naught r square AR. Now next question. यहाँ पर हम क्या देख रहे हैं? Assume a homogeneous material of finite extent with sigma equals to 0, epsilon equals to 2 into 10 to the power minus 10 farad per meter, and mu equals to 1.25 into 10 to the power minus 5 Henry per meter. Let electric field vector E equals to 400 cos 10 to the power 9 t minus kz AX cap volt per meter. If all the fields vary sinusoidally, use Maxwell equation to find vector D, vector B and vector H. टोटल क्वेश्चन में यह है कि आपके पास एक होमोजेनस मटेरियल है, ठीक है, जो फाइनाइट एक्सटेंट का है. उसके पैरामीटर्स दे रखे हैं, परमिटिविटी दे रखी है, परमिएबिलिटी दे रखी है, ठीक है, एंड देयर इज एन इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड गोइंग थ्रू इट व्हिच इज हैविंग अ इक्वेशन ऑफ 400 cos 10 power 9 t minus kz AX cap, and this field is moving in the x direction and varying in the z direction. Okay, and if all the fields ये सारी फील्ड्स अगर साइनसॉइडली वैरी कर रही हैं, तो आपको मैक्सवेल इक्वेशंस का यूज करके वेक्टर डी, वेक्टर बी एंड वेक्टर एच एंड वन मोर थिंग एंड के, दिस कांस्टेंट के, ये निकालना है, ये डिटरमाइन करना है. ओके, तो लेट अस स्टार्ट. तो हमारे पास गिवन क्या है? एक होमोजेनस मटेरियल जिसकी कंडक्टिविटी 0, इट्स अ good dielectric. Sigma equals to 0, that denotes that it's a good dielectric. Okay, then permittivity की value आपके पास given, that is 2 into 10 to the power minus 10 farad per meter. Permeability की value given है 1.25 into 10 to the power minus 5 Henry per meter, and the equation for the electric field is given to you. तो सबसे पहले जो निकालना है, that is vector D. That can be simply solved by the Maxwell's constitutive equation, which says that vector D is epsilon times vector E. Okay, तो यहाँ पर मैं epsilon की वैल्यू सब्स्टिट्यूट कर रहा हूँ, which is 2 into 10 to the power minus 10 farad per meter into this electric field 400 cos 10 power 9 t minus kz ax cap. After solving this, you will be getting 8 into 10 to the power minus 8 cos, and the same equation 10 to the power 9t minus kz ax cap. Okay, this is the equation of vector D. Here still we doesn't have the value for k. Okay, we will come on afterwards. बाद में देखते हैं k कैसे निकालेंगे. सेकंड पार्ट में आते हैं. नाउ यहाँ पर मैं मैक्सवेल्स की थर्ड इक्वेशन अप्लाई कर रहा हूँ फॉर फाइंडिंग आउट द इक्वेशन फॉर B and H. Okay, now double cross E is equal to negative double B by double T. That is the curl of electric field is the negative rate of change of magnetic flux density. Okay, using this equation, now the curl of any electric field is mathematically given as Ax cap for a Cartesian coordinate system, Ax cap, Ay cap, Az cap, double by double x, double by double y, double by double z. Here we have only the x component of the electric field. So यहाँ पर आप Ex रखेंगे, बाकी Ey की वैल्यू 0, Ez की वैल्यू 0 है, क्योंकि इसमें जो इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड की इक्वेशन दे रखी है उसका सिर्फ x कंपोनेंट है. ओके, so solving this determinant, you will be getting double Ex by double Z Ay cap, which is equal to 400k. You will be where it is? You will be differentiating this equation with respect to Z. If you are differentiating this equation with respect to Z, you will be getting this k outward 400k, and the differentiation of cos theta is sin theta. 400k sin 10 to the power 9t minus kz Ay cap, which is equal to minus double B by double T. Okay, from this vector B can be find out by integrating this equation with respect to t. We will integrate this equation with respect to t. That is 400k sin 10 to the power 9t minus kz Ay cap dt. Integrating with respect to t, this 10 to the power minus 9 term will be divided. So you will be getting 4 into 10 to the power minus 7 k, and sin theta will be changed to minus cos theta. There is a negative outside. The negative will be cancelled out by the integrated part of the sine. You will be getting cos 10 to the power 9t minus kz Ay cap. Okay, this is the equation for B. Again, here k is still remaining. इसको भी निकालना है हमें. Okay, now vector H, which is simply by the constitutive equation of Maxwell equation, is vector B by mu, that is permeability. The value of the permeability is here 1.25 into 10 to the power minus 5 Henry per meter. Substitute this and calculate this. After calculation, you will be getting 0.032 k cos 10 to the power 9t minus kz Ay. This is Ay cap. Okay, and this is in ampere per meter. Now, by applying the Maxwell fourth equation, this says that del cross of H, that is curl of magnetic field intensity, is equal to the current enclosed. Okay, as it is a dielectric medium, there will be no conductive current. Therefore, we will consider only JD, that is displacement current. There will be no JC. Okay, no sigma E, because it's totally homogeneous dielectric material because of the conductivity equals to 0. So JD, okay, the JD will be equal to del cross of H. From this, del cross of H, again by using the same determinant formula, it will comes out to be minus debber Hy upon debber Z Ax cap. Now calculate this H. Now differentiate this H with respect to Z. You will be getting 0.032 K into K, that is K square. And the differentiation of cos will be sine theta. Minus sine theta. Minus sine 10 to the 90 minus Kz. Okay. Now, by the fundamental equation, by the fundamental formula of the displacement current, we know that JD is nothing but debber D by debber T. Okay. From this, vector D can be written as the integral of time integral of the JD. That will be minus 0.032 K square integration sine 10 to the 90 minus Kz dt Ax cap. After integrating this, you will be getting 0.032 into 10 to the power minus 9 K square cos 10 to the power 90 minus Kz. Now comparing this vector D with the vector D which we have find in the first part, comparing the constant over there, which will be equal to 8 into 10 to the minus 8, which we derived in the first part. Which then from solving this two equation, you will be getting K equals to plus minus 50 per meter. Now substitute these values in this B, H and vector D also. So you will getting these final equations, which will be 8 into 10 to the minus 8 cos 10 to the power 9 T minus plus 50 Z Ax cap coulomb per meter square. Vector B will be 4 into 10 to the minus 7 K. Here we have given K because the K is having both plus and minus sign. Okay, cos 10 to the power 9 T minus plus 50 Z Ay cap Tesla. Vector H is 0.032 K cos 10 to the power 9 T minus plus 50 Z Ay cap in ampere per meter. Okay, the next question is, in this there is a two conducting rails in the y direction, and there is a magnetic field which is coming out of this page. Okay, and there is a one conducting bar which can be slide over these two rails. These two rails are near about 6 centimeter apart in the x direction. Okay, so इस केस में हमें induced EMF calculate करना for 3 different cases. पहला केस है, if the bar is stationed at y equals to 8 centimeter, that means this conducting bar अगर 8 centimeter की दूरी पे यहाँ पर रखा हुआ है, and the magnetic field is a varying type. It is a sinusoidally varying, which is having the equation 4 cos 10 to the power 6p is at cap milliwebers per meter. Okay, now for this case you have to find the induced EMF. For finding out the induced EMF, we will be using Maxwell's fourth equation, which says that the EMF generated, which is given by the line integral of E dot dl, or simply VEMF, is negative time the rate of change of magnetic flux density over through that closed surface. तो सिंपली हम यहाँ पर नेगेटिव सरफेस इंटीग्रल डेवर B by डेवर T ds करेंगे. For this particular figure, for this particular configuration, the ds will be simply in the Cartesian coordinate which is given by dx cross dy. Dx cross dy, and it is in milli, therefore it is 10 to the power minus 3, and you have taken the derivative of this magnetic field, there will be by derivative, therefore cos is converted to sine, and it is with respect to t, this 10 to the power 6 will come out, and finally expression you will be getting 4 into 10 to the power minus 3 into 10 to the power 6 sine t की power 6 t dx dy, which is done surface integral with the limits of y from 0 to 0.08, that is 0 to 0.08, where this conducting body is being stationed, and the x limit will be from 0 to 0.06, okay, which is the difference between the two rails. Now, by doing the integration with respect to dx and dy, dx will be integrated to x, and by using the limits you will get 0.06, and dy will be integrated to y, which will be substituted by 0.08. Now multiplying it, you will be getting 4 into 0.08 into 0.06 equals to 19.2, and sine 10 to the 60 volts. This is the induced EMF for now. The second case, in this case क्या हो रहा है कि आपका जो फील्ड है that is static. Vector B is 4 is at cap. It is not varying sinusoidally as in the case first was. यहाँ पर जो आपका बार है वो मूव कर रहा है कुछ certain velocity से, that is u equals to 20 ay cap. Okay. Now, for this case, अगर induced EMF निकालना है, and this particular EMF is known as motional EMF, that is calculated by u cross b dot dl. Okay. जो हम लोग क्लास 12 में पढ़ते थे UBDL, the UBL, that is the यहाँ पर रखा गया. तो यहाँ पर U आपका जो है that is 20 ay cap, magnetic field is 4 az cap, and finally the length is in the x direction. Okay, so you will consider dx ay cap. This is dx in the ay cap direction. Okay. Now finally multiply this whole thing, UB, you will be getting UBL, put the values, value of U is 20, B is 4 milliweber, therefore it is 4 into 10 to the power minus 3, and finally the length, which is 0.06, so final value you will be getting minus 4.8 millivolt, or minus 4.8 into 10 to the power minus 3 volt. Okay, now come to the third case. थर्ड केस, इसमें क्या हो रहा है कि ये मूव भी कर रहा है, this particular bar is also moving with certain velocity, and the magnetic field is varying also. Okay, if the bar slides at a velocity u equals to 20 ay cap millimeter per second, and the field vector B equals to 4 cos 10 to the power 6 t minus y bracket close is at cap milliweber per meter square. Okay, this is the case. मतलब बार भी मूव कर रहा है, फील्ड भी वैरी कर रही है. In this case, first of all we calculate the flux. कि फ्लक्स कितना है. तो फ्लक्स सिंपली हम लोग जानते हैं कि मैग्नेटिक फ्लक्स हम लोग सिंपली सरफेस इंटीग्रल बी डॉट डी एस से निकाल सकते हैं. ठीक है, वेक्टर बी डॉट डी एस, वेक्टर बी यहाँ पर हमें मालूम है, इसकी इक्वेशन है 4 cos 10 to the power 6 t minus y az. Okay, and the ds in this case again will be dx into dy, dx into dy. and the limit for y will be from 0 to y, because the bar can be at any position in between. तो ये हम लिमिट लेंगे 0 से लेके y यहाँ तक बार जा रहा है, एंड x की लिमिट होगी 0 से लेके 0.06, which is fixed, the distance between the two rails. Okay, simply इसको इंटीग्रेट कर रहे हैं, तो you will see that x is integrated, dx is integrated to x, and the value substituted with 0.06. Cos is replaced by minus sine tan 60 minus y. It is from the power. That is it. Okay, tan power 60 minus y, and its limit is from 0 to y. Now, again, putting this limit, you will be getting, putting the limit of y, when you substitute y, you will be getting y over here minus 0.24 sine. This is from this multiplication, and sine tan 60 minus y, and when you put 0, you will be getting sine 10 to power 6t, while y आपका remove हो जाएगा, 0.24 sine 10 to power 6t. Okay, now we know that the velocity of this moving bar is given by dy by dt, which is equal to mu. From this we can say that y is equal to ut. If we are knowing the velocity to be 20, then y equals to 20t. Now substitute this value of y in this equation here. Okay, then you will be getting xi equals to minus 0.24 sine 10 to power 60 minus 20t plus 0.24 sine 10 to power 60 millivebers. Now, once you get you have the equation for the flux, you can find the EMF, which is simply the negative rate of change of flux. V EMF is nothing but negative dabba xi by dabba t. Simply differentiate this whole equation with respect to t. As you will be differentiating, you will be getting minus 0.24 in bracket 10 to the power 6 minus 20, which is almost 10 to the power 6. Okay, so 0.24 into 10 to the power 6, and it is milli. Then this whole digit will be changed to 240. Sine will be changed to minus cos. Okay. So finally you will be getting cos 240 cos 10 to the power 6t minus 1. Okay. And here it will be minus 240 cos 10 to the power 6t. This will be the final equation for voltage.